Hey friends, welcome. This is Yoga for Slow Mornings. So, if you are not a morning person, or you maybe woke up feeling really tired, or just needing some movement but wanting it to be really slow and gentle, this is the practice for you. So, oftentimes I wake up in any one of those varying ways and I love to get on my mat and just do what feels good in my body. Often it's low to the ground and really restorative, but just gently waking up my body and also my mind. And so to start, we will come to our breath and just be gentle. So find a comfortable seat. If you want to start in your bed, you can, or seated on a couch or somewhere comfy and cozy. You could even cover your lap with a blanket. And when you get there, hands can rest gently on the knees. We're going to lean slightly back if your hips and your sit bones are on the ground. And if it feels good, we'll go ahead and close our eyes or turn them down towards the earth. Just begin to bring your awareness to your surroundings. Hopefully, if it's early morning, it's quiet for you. If not, honor that as well. And begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how it lands as it enters the body and how it feels exiting. If you find yourself trying really hard here, release a little bit. Release energy on your exhale, so allowing the air to leave your body at the same time that you allow the muscles to relax into your seat. As best you can with this practice, allow it to help you rather than make you more tired or not ready for your day. Allowing it to bring in some energy. Allowing your breath to bring in new energy. Really using our breath to center ourselves and to begin to awaken the body, bringing in fresh oxygen. If you find that you've tensed any muscles up, think about releasing them, especially in your face and in your shoulders, in your legs. Take 3 breath cycles here on your own, inhaling and exhaling. There's no rush. When you've completed your breaths, slowly bat your eyes open, maybe allowing them to open and close a few times, especially if your eyes feel tired. When it feels good for you, go ahead and begin to move on to your back. Move slowly here. Move mindfully here. There's absolutely no rush. We're giving ourselves this time, allowing our bodies to slowly awaken. When you get there, just lie down, allowing your spine to lengthen across the length of the ground. Really opening up the muscles, allowing them to relax into the mat. Maybe just gently placing your hands onto your belly. Taking inhales and exhales. when it feels good for you, you can bring your knees up towards your body. You can use a strap here, or you can bring your hands to your knees and just begin to rock side to side. Excuse my squeaky floor here. And as you might feel your spine beginning to lengthen, your hips really pressing into the mat here, and your low back really opening against the mat, extending those muscles long. You can even take your hands to the back of your thighs to make it a little more gentle here. Take a few more rocks side to side here, inhaling and exhaling. And when it feels good for you, go ahead and release your feet down to the mat, bringing them mats with distance. Allow your arms to splay open to the sides here, palms up towards the sky. Just lay here for a moment. And then we're going to begin to windshield wiper our legs. So dropping the knees to the right, bringing them towards center, and then dropping them to the left. Now, with this practice, do what feels good for you. So if you want to stay and it feels good, staying in one position for a little longer, do that. If it feels good to make it a little bit more dynamic and move, do that. I invite you to move slowly. There's nowhere to be here, so we're not rushing to get somewhere. Our practice today is to just get into the body and allow it slowly to open. And allow ourselves a nice slow morning instead of a really crazy and hurried and rushed one like sometimes they can get. It really honors the day. It really sets the tone for the day if we give ourselves these few moments. When you're ready, bring your knees back towards center and bring your feet in line with your hips. Walk your feet back as close as to your hips as they can get. They don't need to go super close. Just do what feels good here. And our knees are hips width distance. We're going to take some rolling bridges here, and we're going to use our arms too if that feels good. Throughout, if lifting the arms doesn't feel good, don't do it. Honor your body. So we're going to press into our low back and our hips, and we're going to begin to lift our hips off the ground, our low back, and each vertebrae. And we can bring our arms up above the head as we get towards the sky. Exhale, our arms will come down as each vertebrae comes down. And then finally our low back and our hips. Again, if you want to do that without your arms, please feel free. So we'll lift our hips, our low back, as our arms begin to come up, our vertebrae by vertebrae, as we get to the top. And then we exhale and come down. Again, there's no rush here. Let's do that a few more times. Just articulating in the spine, getting some blood flowing, really honoring where our bodies are at this moment. You don't need to go super high with your hips. Just go as far as it feels good. Take one more here. When you come down, allow your hands to rest out to the side again. Pick up your hips gently and move them to the left. Keeping your knees together, we're going to drop them off to the right. Option to tee your arms out to each side and roll your center and your head up towards the sky. If you want to make it a little bit more restorative and you're really tired, you can bring your left arm and just allow them both to relax. You get to choose here, allowing your body to slowly open. It is possible to have slow mornings, even on busy days. We get to choose how we spend our time, even if it's for a few minutes. All this takes is a few minutes. And notice on the days where you do these types of practices, or you honor the morning and move slowly, how the rest of your day plays out. We tend to move more with our internal rhythm and allow ourselves to be more present instead of rushing from one thing to the next. On your next inhale, go ahead and roll back towards center, straightening your hips out, and then picking them up and moving them to the right. We'll take it to the other side. Move slowly here. It doesn't need to go quick. Again, teeing the arms if that feels good. If it doesn't, just allowing them to rest where they rest. Notice if this side feels different. Allow it to be different. Coming to the breath. Hoping you are finding a few minutes of silence this morning to yourself. If there is some noise happening around you, maybe you have the ability to put some headphones in so you can only hear my voice or some light music. Release your last exhale here. And on your inhale, roll back towards center. Just allowing yourself to lay here for just another moment. And then rolling over onto your right side, we'll press ourselves up to seated. So in yoga, our right side is our divine masculine energy. And so it comes with energy and fire. And so when you're looking to gain some energy, rolling to your right rather than your left can help. When you get there, come to seated, allowing yourself to gently and slowly reorient to being seated. So we're not rushing into anything. Staying here for just a few moments. And when you feel ready, we're going to take some side body stretches. So we'll bring our left hand outside, our left hip onto the ground, and our right arm will come up, the palm up to the sky, and we'll rainbow over. When we get there, we're going to turn our gaze and our shoulder down towards the ground. And then we'll inhale and come back towards center and take it to the other side. Our left arm will come up. So we're in a side body stretch here. And then we're just going to round our shoulder and our gaze down towards the ground just slightly, opening up the back of those shoulders. Just notice how that feels. Again, we are not moving quickly here. Even being tired or craving a slow morning doesn't mean that we don't have the tendency to move quickly. We are trained in many of our societies to move fast. And so this practice of slowness is just that. It's a practice. It takes trying over and over again and reminding ourselves and being mindful. So when we are rushing and we find ourselves rushing, we can pull ourselves back and slow down. It'll feel weird at first. It'll feel like you're doing something quote unquote wrong, but it's not wrong to move with our natural rhythm. Just taking a few more moments here just to open the shoulders, open the side body. And when you're ready, come back towards center. We're going to keep the left leg tucked and extend the right leg out to the side. And we're going to walk, keeping the spine straight, walk forward just gently, allowing the right leg to open. You might feel it around your knee, around the back of your thigh. We want to keep our spine straight. And when we get as far forward as we can with a straight spine, we can bow our head. Coming to your breath here. When I need a slow morning like this, I like to close my eyes in my poses. Really helps me go inward to relax. And I like to take deep inhales and exhales. When you're ready, you can begin to walk your hands back towards your shin, coming up straight spine. We're going to take our right hand to our left knee, and we're going to gently twist towards the left. You don't need to go deep here. Just go until you feel a slight twist in your torso, your back muscles. Your neck can turn if that's available to you. And again, option to close the eyes down or soften the gaze towards the earth. Staying here for just a few breaths. On your next inhale, we'll turn back towards center and we'll take it to the other side. So switching the legs, we're tuck the right leg, extend the left leg long. If this feels good and you want to stay here, you can, or you can begin to walk the hands forward with a straight spine. And when you can't go any further, meaning your spine is going to start rounding, we want to keep it straight and bow our head. This is also a nice opportunity if you'd like to stack some pillows or blankets to lay your head on, if you want to make it even more restorative. Notice where your left toes are. Are they facing up towards the sky? If not, and your foot is rounding in, pull your leg in just a little bit. Staying here for just a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Allowing your mind to rest in these moments as best it can. If it wanders off to what you need to do next or today, just come back to your breath and honor these moments. We can't do anything about what's coming up. It'll be there when we get there. Can't do anything about it now. So we might as well be present in our practice. When you're ready, you can walk your hands back, straightening the spine up towards the sky, sitting back onto the sit bones. And we're going to take a gentle twist to the right. Left hand comes to right knee, right arm behind, gently twisting towards the right. Again, this doesn't need to be a super deep twist, just enough for you to feel some movement and lengthening. Release your last exhale and turn towards center. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Move slowly. You don't need to go fast here. Coming into tabletop position, we're going to take some cat-cows. So we'll inhale and our hips and our head are going to tip up towards the sky, opening the front of the belly, arching the back. Exhale, rounding the hips and the chin towards the ground. Inhaling, arching the back, thinking of opening from the mid-back. Hips tilt towards the sky. And then we exhale, we round, pouring the pelvis forward towards the ground, chin towards the chest. And then move at your own pace here. Move with your breath, allowing it to guide you. So if you notice yourself trying to move quickly, or you notice yourself allowing your movement to guide you, honor the breath. So take as long of a movement as you need to inhale, and take your whole exhale to round in. So what you might notice is you have to slow down a lot. But this is a great practice to honor that inner natural cycle. Taking a few more here, allowing the spine to open. And we'll come back towards tabletop position. Bring the knees as wide as the yoga mat and the toes together, and we'll sit our hips back. Lengthening the arms long in front of us, bringing our head bowing towards the ground. Allowing the hips to open here, the shoulders, the back, If you want to make it a little more restorative option to bring a pillow underneath the head. Bowing to the morning here, honoring it, honoring ourselves. Take 2 more breath cycles here. On your next inhale, gently press yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Bring the right knee to meet the left knee to meet the right and come over onto your hip. We'll come back towards seated. When you get there, set up so that your sit bones are gently on the mat. And we're going to take a gentle practice to close out. We'll take our palms together and we'll begin to rub them vigorously, bringing some heat into our palms. This is good if it's cold where you are, like it is here. And then place them over your eyes. Just allowing them to rejuvenate your eyes with some heat. I know when I'm tired, my eyes tend to feel really sore and just need some time to open. Go ahead and release, and we'll do that one more time. We'll rub our palms together vigorously, getting some heat. And when go ahead and release and place them over your eyes, even bringing your hands overlapped over your third eye, the center of that brow, the seat of our inner wisdom. Preparing ourselves for the day. And go ahead and release. I hope this practice helped. And remember, you don't need to do a yoga practice for slow mornings when you feel like you have quote unquote time. You carve out the time if you're able to. Any morning can be a slow morning. You get to decide. Thank you so much for joining me here and sharing your practice with me. May you be well.